there are waters so deep they seem bottomless. Calm shores hide sudden storms, and mirror-like surfaces can turn violent without warning. Boats drift out and never return. Fishermen vanish without a trace, and strange lights have been seen rising from beneath the waves. This is no ocean. It's a single lake, but the largest, deepest, and strangest of them all. In the frozen heart of Siberia lies Lake Baikal. Lake Baikal doesn't look like an ordinary lake. From above, it stretches across Siberia like a giant crescent scar, more than 400 miles long and up to 50 miles wide. Baikal is also the deepest lake in the world. At its lowest point, it plunges 5,387 feet, more than a mile straight down. Add 4 more miles of ancient sediment buried beneath that, and scientists estimate the rift that holds Baikal is 7 miles deep, the largest continental rift on the planet. And the numbers don't stop there. Baikal contains 20% of all the unfrozen fresh water on Earth, more than the entire volume of the Great Lakes combined. But it isn't just big, it's old. Geologists say the lake began forming more than 25 million years ago, when tectonic plates in Central Asia started pulling apart. Most lakes die out in a few thousand years as rivers fill them with silt. Baikal has done the opposite. It keeps getting deeper. It is the oldest lake still alive today. The scale of Baikal is matched by its strangeness. Its waters are among the clearest on Earth, so transparent you can see more than 100 feet down. Beneath the surface, live creatures found nowhere else. The nirpa, the only freshwater seal in the world. Translucent oil fish that light up in the dark. And omul, a salmon-like fish that has fed locals for centuries. In total, more than half of Baikal's species are endemic, meaning they evolved here and nowhere else. For centuries, Lake Baikal has carried a reputation for sudden vanishings. Fishermen set out under calm skies, their boats sliding across glassy water. Hours later, they are gone. No wreckage, no bodies, no explanation. In local villages, these disappearances are spoken of with resignation, as if the lake itself sometimes decides who may return. Even modern records tell the same story. In summer, when Baikal looks most inviting, storms can rise in minutes. Winds funnel down from the encircling mountains, striking the water like a hammer. A fishing boat or tourist vessel caught in the middle has little chance. Some capsize and wash ashore in pieces. Others are never seen again. But not all the stories are so easily explained. In 1916, the steamship Yakov Galkin reportedly vanished with dozens on board, swallowed during a storm that witnesses say appeared from a clear sky. In the Soviet era, rumors spread of entire barges disappearing in deep water, leaving behind no debris. Officially, little was admitted. Unofficially, locals whispered that Baikal had claimed them. The mysteries deepen with the Cold War. Baikal's vastness made it ideal for military experiments. Soviet submarines were tested here, and some never returned. Divers who worked these missions later spoke of mechanical failures, collisions in the dark, or simply losing contact with boats above. Some say those reports were silenced. Others insist the truth was far stranger. One story from the 1980s has never gone away. A group of Navy divers training in the lake's icy depths reported seeing figures in the water, humanoid shapes, larger than men, moving through the depths without gear. The divers tried to capture one. What happened next remains murky, but official documents later surfaced claiming 3 men died. Their bodies never recovered. To believers, it was proof Baikal hides an unknown species. To skeptics, it was a training accident distorted by secrecy. Either way, it left behind one of the strangest legends on the lake. And then, there are the lights. For decades, pilots, fishermen, and villagers have reported glowing orbs above Baikal. Some hang low over the water, others dart into the sky, and a few seem to rise directly from the depths. In 1987, residents near Cape Sviatoy Nos described a massive silver disk hovering over the lake for more than half an hour. Soviet authorities investigated, but no explanation was ever given. Disappearances have never stopped. In 2011, a small tourist boat with 4 men aboard sent a single distress call before vanishing in rough weather. In 2017, 2 experienced fishermen left the village of Nizhny-Garsk and never returned. Their empty boat was later found drifting miles away, nets still intact, as if they had simply stepped off into the water. Disappearances aren't new. For as long as people have lived on its shores, Baikal has shaped their lives. Archaeologists have uncovered artifacts and burial sites here more than 25,000 years old, some of the oldest in Siberia. When Russian Cossacks pushed east in the 1600s, Baikal was both a barrier and a prize. Its sheer size cut across trade and migration routes, forcing travelers to cross in boats or drag sleds across its frozen surface. Towns like Irkutsk grew along its shores as outposts of empire, and Baikal became a gateway deeper into Siberia. In the 19th century, the Trans-Siberian Railway faced its greatest obstacle here. Trains were ferried across the water in summer, and in winter, rails were laid directly on the ice before tunnels were finally carved through the mountains. Even then, the lake dictated the rhythm of the railway. Baikal's importance stretches far beyond Russia. It holds nearly 1/5 of the planet's unfrozen fresh water, making it one of Earth's most vital reservoirs. Its unique ecosystem, with thousands of species found nowhere else, has earned it the title, the Galapagos of freshwater. For global scientists, it is a natural laboratory unlike any other. For the people living on its shores, Baikal has always been alive. The Buryats call it the sacred sea, a spirit that feeds, but also punishes. One tale says Baikal's only daughter, the Angara River, fled to join her lover, the Yenisei. In rage, Baikal hurled a massive stone after her. That rock, Shaman's Rock, still stands today, where travelers leave offerings of bread or coins to calm the old lake's anger. Others speak of lights drifting above the water on dark nights, wandering souls of the drowned, reminding villagers that the lake never gives back what it takes. Locals don't treat these as myths, but as warnings. Baikal chooses when to be kind and when to take. Yet the lake doesn't need legends to be feared. Its real dangers are written into the earth itself. Baikal lies on the Baikal Rift Zone, a crack where continents are slowly tearing apart. Earthquakes strike regularly, sometimes shattering the ice across the entire surface. Underwater landslides can surge upward as sudden waves. Its depth is just as unforgiving. At more than a mile down, Baikal swallows wrecks whole. Bodies vanish into black water, never to be recovered. Families receive no closure, only the knowledge that the lake keeps what it takes. On Baikal, storms rise in minutes, radios cut off by static, and rescue rarely comes across the vast Siberian wilderness. A fisherman can set out in calm water and find himself fighting for survival an hour later. Then there are Baikal's gas seeps. Methane trapped in the lakebed sometimes erupts upward. In rare cases, it can strip the water of buoyancy, sinking a vessel almost instantly. In winter, the same seeps carve vast circular scars into the ice, so precise they're visible from space. Even Baikal's beauty has a dark edge. Its water is so clear that light bends in strange ways. Sailors report ghostly shapes, phantom islands, or glowing forms rising from below. Science calls them optical illusions. Locals call them warnings. That is why Baikal is deadly. Earthquakes, storms, depth, and cold all exist elsewhere. But nowhere else are they combined in one place, magnified by size and isolation. Other lakes may be larger on the surface. None are more dangerous in their depths. Lake Baikal doesn't give up its secrets. It swallows ships and divers, hides wrecks in black depths, and offers back only stories of storms from clear skies, of lights rising from beneath the ice, of people who set out and never return. To scientists, it is the world's oldest, deepest lake. To locals, it is the sacred sea. But to anyone who dares its waters, it is something else entirely, a reminder that beauty can kill and that some mysteries may never be solved. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories of dangerous waters, lost ships, and extreme expeditions. And let me know in the comments, would you risk crossing Baikal, knowing its calm surface has fooled so many before you?